back to SourceFed. I'm Meg Turney. All right, so Sony's highly anticipated press conference is over, and hell's bells was it a long one. Not sure if they thought it was June, but this was seriously like a full-blown E3 press conference. Let's run down everything Sony forcibly crammed into what was arguably the longest 2 hours ever. So, after widespread speculation that the codename Orbis would stick, Sony actually went with the tried and true and named it PS4. We didn't get to actually see the console, they're probably saving that until E3, but we did get to see the new DualShock 4. Surprise, surprise, it's exactly like the photo that was leaked earlier this week. The touchpad and share button, which we discussed here, were both demoed. The share button is actually pretty cool. Touching it brings up recent gameplay clips and allows you to select what you'd like to share and blast it out to your chosen social networks right in-game. The new controller also features a headphone jack and light bar, which supposedly helps identify which player is currently signed into it. As for specs, Sony really didn't dive too deep, just sharing that we'll get 8 gigs of GDDR5 memory, which is pretty bitchin', and that the CPU and GPU are on the same die, which insinuates that they're going AMD, but they didn't really confirm that. Also, no word on hard drive size, but I'm sure we'll hear that soon. A new home screen was unveiled with a huge push towards social integration. The PS4 home screen will be accessible from cell phones and tablets in addition to the system. Players can also peek in on what their friends are doing, watch their gameplay, drop helpful in-game items, and even take over the controls if the player allows it. Gaikai, the cloud streaming service that Sony recently bought, announced they'll help facilitate real-time gameplay streaming, which could eventually threaten similar services like Twitch. In what was probably the most controversial announcement of the evening, it was revealed that the PS4 will not be backwards compatible natively, which is Of course, we were assured that eventually all PlayStation titles, even as far back as PS1, would be available on PS4, but who knows how long that could take. Remote play, in which players can play their PS4 titles on the go via PS Vita, seemed like a logical step, but it was pretty disappointing to hear that not all PS4 titles would be remote play compatible right off the bat. Of the games previewed for the system, Knack, a new IP by Mark Cerny, the lead system architect behind the PS4, looks pretty cool. It follows this cute little robot made up of various geometric shapes who can vary his size depending on his surroundings. Guerrilla Games showed off a new Killzone, which was pretty but didn't really blow us away. And Jonathan Blow, the skeevy genius behind Braid, debuted The Witness, which kinda looks like a cutesy miss, but I'm sure it'll cause me to throw my controller more than once. The real stars of the show were Capcom's new IP, codenamed Deep Down, which looks like a fiery, dragony good time, and Watch Dogs, which I mean, come on, we all know it's gonna be f***ing awesome. Blizzard announced they'll be bringing Diablo 3 to the PS3 and 4, but held off on showing anything more than a title screen, telling the crowd they'll have to wait until PAX East to see more. Square Enix announced a new Final Fantasy title is in the works, but said we'll have to wait until E3 to catch a glimpse of it, so at least we've got a little bit to look forward to, right? Overall, the system looks pretty badass. The specs are a huge improvement over the current gen console, but won't be blowing any PC gamers out of the water. With the crazy amount of info they released today, we're eager to see what they've got up their sleeve for E3. Maybe we'll actually get to see the damn thing by then? Who friggin' knows? We also didn't get a price point, and the only release date we got was holiday 2013, so they've got more intel to spill. So, PS4, excited? Don't care? Let us know in the comments down below. Please click like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click this annotation or go to SourceFed.com to see everything we've ever done. I'm Meg Turney. Steve, what did you think of it?
I just can't wait for the Dr. Pepper game to come out on Nintendo 64 in 2007.
Did you even watch it?
Were you talking about Star Wars?